I still don't quite understand how the Northern Irish leagues work because the amount of times that we play our local rivals, Dergview, is honestly mental. Today, we're coming straight back in where we left off in the last episode, and it's a 3-game special. We are going to be playing Loughgall, Ards, and we were supposed to play Dundela, but it got postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. So we're going to play Dergview for the meme. What's happening, guys? Hello and welcome to Season 2, Episode 5 of Unknown to Icon. I'm Razmataz and we are still managing Ballinamallard United. Today, we are doing a 3-game special. So we've got Loughgall first up. They are currently 7th in the league. They've played 18 games on a goal difference of 1 with 23 points. So they are quite a way behind us. Then, second game of the day, we've got Ards. Ards have also played 18 games. They're on a goal difference of minus 11. So could be a game where we pump some goals away, which would be nice. And they're on 14 points, so that should, I'm going to jinx it now, but that should be a relatively easy game for us. And then to finish it all off, we're going to play currently 3rd place Dergview. Now, we're on 17 games played at the moment, so Ballyclare have gone above us, where our game against, who was it? Dundela. Our game against Dundela got postponed, so we haven't played our game yet, which is why we're here. I'll be very interested to see where we are come Christmas. I would like to be able to say that we're top at Christmas because I feel like teams that are top at Christmas tend to do pretty well for the rest of the season. On average, I think they either win or come second. So we should be making playoffs at a minimum, but we still need to push for that automatic promotion spot. But that is the league as it sits at the moment. We're not going to do too much messing around today because next episode is going to be the huge January transfer window along with yet another game against Dergview in the Cup. But also we are going to play who was touted to be the favourites to challenge us for the title this year in Newry City as well. So a couple of big games in that next one, plus all the ins and outs, which I'm hoping there's going to be quite a few of. That being said, let's push on and have a look at the team for today. All right, so this is the squad as we're lining up. Shields in goal as always. Scott at left back. Rogers and Stafford today at centre back. Byers at right back. Grace and Clark at central midfield. Then Thielen coming in from the left. Ruhi at cam. McClellan from the right. And we have swapped out for the time being. Cushney is on the bench and Convey is coming as our starting striker for today. His form has not been great over the past few games. So we're just going to bench him and hopefully that'll make him pull his socks up. Let's get stuck into the game because we've got plenty of match engine to see today. All right, in we go then. So our form has been excellent, as you can see. Draw and 4 wins in the last 5 games. However, Loughgall, not so much. Bit wishy-washy. Loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. Or loss, win, loss, win, loss. Don't know why I did an extra game there for no reason. Obviously, I feel like we've been cheated a little bit by you seeing us not at the top of the table right now because we were at the top of the table at the end of the last game. And the only reason we're not there is because we didn't play Dundela. That would be obviously on the assumption that we would beat Dundela. But, you know, I feel like that should be a thing. They're quite low down the table as well. I'm not quite sure of their exact spot. Lovely ball over. Ruhi passes it on to Convey. He slid away. You literally can't ask for more. 5 minutes into the game, and we're 1-0 up. Convey's just sent a big old message. A big old message. Should he be the starting striker? That's what he's saying. Oh, lovely. What a finish. Don't know why. I could not think of Cushney's name there for a minute, but he sent a big old message to Cushney. As you can see, Ballyclare have actually, they're playing their 19th game. It's 2-0. James Thielen with a header as well. What a ball in from Ruhi. That's 2 assists for him in 20 minutes. That boy has been unbelievable for this team. What a signing he's been. That's a great ball over. And Thielen, fair play, beating 2 men to the ball there, comes just off the bottom of the crossbar and into the goal. As you can see, if we have a look at the table, we are top of the table now with a game in hand as well. 38 points. Ballyclare playing their game currently on 37. I assume that means they're drawing. They are 0-0 with Institute. So I feel like this league, please don't be jinxing it by saying this, but I feel like this league should be a walk in the park for us. We are head and shoulders above the majority of the other teams. We've had a couple of bits of, hit and miss form as we've gone through the season, but nothing major in terms of massive wobbles, just sort of, the occasional mistake and mess up. Taggart drops the ball forward. Rogers there with some sort of karate kick, smashes it all the way out to the wing. McClellan's come and robbed him. Oh, and he's not able to finish. Just wide of the post, and it goes for a goal kick. Work the ball into the box. Why not? 6 shots, 3 on target so far. If we can double that, we're doubling our goals. Lovely job. This is great. They've had a few shots, mind you. Not so many on target, but couple. We are doing fantastically well. You are doing brilliant, lads. Let's keep it going. 7.4 from Convey. He is telling Cushney, all right, listen, lad. Oh, that's unfortunate to concede from. Set pieces. I feel like they're our downfall a lot of the time. Great ball in, to be fair. Back post. How none of them get there. One absolute... I was going to swear then. I was going to say cluster something, but there's about 4 or 5 of us all over him there, and somehow these lads have managed to just jump above and get their head on it. Stafford picks up the ball, passes it back to Shields, keep it calm. How is Stafford doing? 6.7. This is probably his best performance for us, to be honest. Thielen takes the ball down his chest. Lovely job. Pops it through to Convey, buries it in the top corner. These two connecting today. Thielen, Convey, Ruhi. My days. What a little combination we've got up front there as a front 3. Well, front 4, I suppose, excluding McClellan, who couldn't finish his opportunity. That's very unselfish there. You'd see a lot of the time them having a crack at the near post and just trying to beat the keeper, which obviously shouldn't happen too often. To pass the ball across into the middle to Convey is excellent, unselfish play. Oh, they've had a mare. James Convey's gone in again. That's James Convey with a hat-trick. Rogers picked up the ball lovely. Picks up the ball from the throw. Oh, goals from a throw. Things to get excited about. That is a little bit of ping pong going on. Unbelievable. Great situation. Rogers, had a bit of a crack, and the ball somehow bounces off of Thielen, bounces off of Convey and goes in. And it's gone down as Thielen's assist. That's unfortunate. Whoa, what just happened there? All right, 4-2. I mean, is anybody at fault here for this, or is this just a little bit of madness? Ball out from Scott. I think we might have won the header there as well. Martin just on the turn has a crack. That is poor from Shields, to be honest. He probably should have got a hand to that, if nothing else. This game has been electric. So much going on. So much going on in this game. No wonder they've only got a -1 goal difference. They seem to near enough come back every time. We've scored 4 goals here, and somehow they're only down by 2. So they've got scoring power. They obviously just can't defend. What's the story then? John Scott having a bad game at left back. That is very unusual for him. We'll bring in McDermott. He can come in and relieve Scott, who's having a bit of a rough game. And McClellan is having an absolute shocker on the right wing. So we'll bring in Davies. Inverted winger for Davies, who comes on. Only 2 changes for now. We'll make a couple more in a minute, I imagine. Another highlight coming. No, Ruhi's not quick enough to get there, unfortunately. Was that Rogers or Stafford with a big header? But that was never going to trouble Shields, was it? That was the slowest, most arching, floated ball into the box ever. Didn't want to attempt to say the fella's name. I think he might have been the guy who... It was either goals or player of the match, but he was one above Cushney, I feel. Right. Mark Stafford's knackered. Had a good game, though, but Crawford comes on to take Stafford off. And we still got another 2 changes to make here. Who's knackered? Nobody really. Nobody's really struggling. Ruhi looking maybe a little bit worse for wear. Same with Byers. Anybody we just want to give a game? Let's bring Shane McGinty on. He can have a crack there as well. And we'll bring Cushney on. Why not? Convey's already got his hat-trick. Those are the subs. Away we go. 8 minutes left to play. McKee puts a ball in from them. Harwood has a header, but goes wide of the post. He's out for a goal kick. This has been an exciting game. Convey with a hat-trick is a nice showing from him. We will tell Crawford to mark Taggart, I think that was. But it's been relatively even in terms of shots. There you go. It's 4-3. Set pieces again. Has every one of their got? No. There was that absolute wonder shot. How has Healy come barging through everybody there and got his head to it? Right, lads. Let's focus, shall we? We've conceded goals for no reason here. And that is the end of the game. That turned out to be a relatively even game. 14 shots each. That's kind of embarrassing for us, really. And it was a 4-3 absolute thriller. Martin with 2 goals. Healy scored at the end off of the header. James Convey with a hat-trick. And Thielen gets himself a goal. A goal and 2 assists for Thielen. And 2 assists for Ruhi. Cracking game from the lads. On to the next game against Ards. Now, just before we jump into the game with Ards, Mallard's fans want a permanent deal struck for Convey. It's something I don't think is going to be possible at the moment. If you have a quick look at his contract loan expires with us in May of 2024. His contract with them expires in June of 2025. So a free isn't an option. It's currently valued between 0 and 26k. So we're not going to get him for anywhere near 0k. We'll have to see maybe in the summer what kind of budget we got. It might be an option if we've got silly money after getting promoted. But right now, I don't think that's going to be an option for us. We're also 5 unbeaten in the league, which is fantastic. And if we have a quick look at the table, this could be where we really pull away now. We've still got a game in hand. We're a point clear of Ballyclare and 2 points clear of Dergview. Obviously, if we get a win in our next game, there's a pretty tidy gap there that would say that if we just continue this run of form, we're going to push on and win the league. Let's play Ards and find out how we go. All right, a bit of a mess up there when I was trying to show you the team, but Shields, Scott, Rogers, Stafford, Byers, Clark and McKinley, our usual front 4. That's how we're lining up for today. Not quite sure what happened there. Click the button. Normally get a little thing that tells me, do you want to proceed to the game? And I normally say no and then show you the team. And then, then we have a little look and go through when we're ready. But apparently that wasn't happening today. So we've got near enough full squad and we're playing the old men in the middle and in central defence. We, by rights, really should absolutely batter Ards. They have not been a great team this season. What's happened there? Mullen's been sent off. That's unreal for us. Ben Cushney's not Cushney, sorry, James Convey, he's all right, is he? He's not hurt, and he's been sent off. Unbelievable. They're playing with a diamond. That's interesting to see. Swap to the diamond, I assume, after the sending off. We're still on attacking. If we lose to this lot, who are on, I think it was minus 11 goal difference, when we're playing on attacking it against 10 men, these lads will have to get rid of half the team in January. Obviously, I'm kidding, but here we go then. Thielen bangs himself up the wing. Fielding's brought him down in the box. It's a penalty. It is a penalty. I don't really think that Richard Clark should be taking it, should he? Apparently so. All right, well, Richard Clark takes the penalty. Okay. It's Ben Cushney that's top tier at penalties. Convey not so great. Clark steps up. Oh, lovely job. Bottom left-hand corner. Fantastic. 1-0 up. Away we go. Disappointing, really. That's the first goal that we've scored, especially considering they were at 10 men after 11 minutes. And they're one of the worst sides in the league for goals conceded anyway. We're not making the best of our chances, though. 7 into the box and only 2 of them on target, or 7 shots, 2 on target. Still with a game in hand because these guys are all playing at the same time as us every single week. I think it might be like that for the rest of the season. But we go in at halftime with massive XG compared to Ards, but we've not really done a lot with it. Let's get stuck in. Same team. Here we go. Free kick. Thielen behind the ball. Whips it forward. Oh, keeper makes a lovely save. Convey tries to pull it back. It's gone out for a goal kick. Not quite sure how that works, unless it came off the post, perhaps, rather than the keeper. Here we go, another free kick again. They're really hacking us to pieces today, aren't they? How they've only got 1 card, I don't know, but, it's a red card. And for some strange reason, we're battering them for shots. We're just not making the best of it. James Convey on a 6.7. Could do with him doing a bit better. Convey picks up the ball in the box. Here we go. It's his time to shine. For some reason, he's run the wrong way. You're playing that way, James. You're playing that way. Ball forward from Rogers, straight into the hands of their keeper, Moore. Ball back. Scott places the header. Hunter's picked it up. And somehow they've scored. Oh, dearie me. This is a game where we should have absolutely battered this lot. And somehow, because of the fact of, I don't know who it is. Is it, who's this? Stafford. The old man doesn't get there. Shouldn't have played him. Shouldn't have played him. Right, come on, let's demand more from the lads. That's ridiculous. Get on with it. A couple of 6.4s, 6.5s in there. Some people are going to have to come off. McKinley. Christ, weakness from you, my friend. McKinley comes off. Grace comes on. Ruhi, not having a great game. McGinty comes on. James Convey's playing average, which is not good enough. And Shields is on a 6.4. We don't have a goalkeeper to come on to bring him off. But whatever, there we go. Those are the two changes for now. Here we go then. Throw in towards the box from Scott. Apparently he's developed a long throw from somewhere. Not quite sure where. McLennan picks up the ball. Back to Byers. Ball into the middle was terrible. Hunter heads the ball forward to nobody. Thankfully, Stafford can pick up the ball when he's got 90 yards to worry about, not worry about a player. Thielen tries to put a ball in. Again, nothing coming off of it. Scott, lovely ball in. There we go. Convey couldn't quite get his head on it though. Back to Byers, to McClellan. Is that another penalty? Oh my days. They will be absolutely screwing. If I was the manager of Ards, I would be smashing things. Clark goes straight down the middle. Goalkeeper dives to his left. And that is 2 penalty goals for Richard Clark today. Not how I thought we'd have been scoring our goals, honestly. I mean, look, 2-1 is fine. But we really should have done better here. Like, we really should have done better. Crown comes on for Byers because he's tired. And we go back in. 7 minutes to hold out. They're on the edge of the box. Oh, don't do this to me. Header out of the box to Kafola. Fielding's had a crack from miles out. Shields has punched that absolute miles. Who do you think he is? Captain America? The Hulk? Ball forward. Scott picks it up lovely at left back. Love to see it. Ball forward to absolutely nobody. McGinty to Thielen. Thielen's going to run him ragged down the wing to Scott. Not going to see any overlap today. Grace through to Cushney. Cushney's away. He's rounded the goalkeeper and he's come off the post. Oh my God, what's he got to do to get a goal today, that lad? He's come on, he's fresh off the bench. None of our strikers are going to score goals. I can't believe that he's managed to mess that up. He's no good when it comes to angles. Clearly. He might be a good striker, but he can't do maths. I assume that still is, you know, when you get your little triangle and you draw around it. God, I've not been to school for far too long, clearly. McGinty to Crown, ball over the top. Thielen's there. Fantastic. James Thielen secures the victory. We should have scored 8, 9, 10 goals today, really, with the amount of shots that we've had. We've let them have 10 shots still, playing against 10 men. That's kind of scary, to be honest. That's a little bit scary. But that is the victory, wrapped up nicely against Ards. Nothing to shout home about. Nothing to write home about, but Richard Clark with a lovely performance. I'm sure that's a little bit biased towards the fact that he scored 2 penalties. But at this rate, we might be sad to see him retire. Let's play Dergview, shall we? Now, obviously, we play Dergview in a few days, but have a look at the date. Christmas Day. And we're top of the table. We're in first place. Dergview are in second. Local rivals. 1 and 2 in the league. This game is massive. I literally cannot believe it. The weather in Northern Ireland at this time of year is obviously shocking. And again, we've got a waterlogged pitch. Not at our place, at their place. But still, our match has been postponed against Dergview. So we're not playing them now until the 6th of January. Well, we're actually now playing them back-to-back on the 2nd and then again on the 6th. 1 at home, 1 away in the league. Also, there's been a bit of a shake and a shuffle with our fixtures. We were due to play Newry City, then Arnog, and then Dergview, and now we play Arnog and then Dergview in the Cup, and then Newry City straight after. So, next episode, we'll see all the transfers and then watch us play Dergview in the Cup and then Newry City. But now, today we're going to play Moyala Park again. I'm kind of disappointed. Okay, look, there's no time to be disappointed. We've got a game to win, and it's still a big one. I mean, Myola Park is still a decent team. They got promoted last year. They've been on one hell of a push since their promotion as well. And they're, I believe, 5th or 6th in the league at the moment. So it's still a big game. Team for today. Shields in goal. Scott, Rogers, Stafford, Byers. Then we've gone with Clark and McKinley in central midfield. Convey on the left wing. Ruhi at cam. McClellan on the right. And Cushney up top. Let's get stuck into the game. In we go then. Big game, obviously. 5 out of 5 wins in the last few games. We actually broke the record as well for consecutive wins for Ballinamallard. So 6 wins is the record, and we now hold it. Well, 5 wins, I suppose, was the record previously, and now we hold it. There you can see we are still top of the table. Obviously, Dergview, there's Myola Park, 5th place. So, you know, they're not miles behind. They're 10 points behind us, but they're not out of the run for playoff position, I don't think. So it's interesting. They've got something to play for. We've got something to play for. I mean, they're a few points off of the playoffs, but it's not impossible. Stafford, big old ball forward, straight to their keeper, Finley, who's miles out of his box. Shame that the ball didn't fall to us there. We could have taken advantage of that. McKinley plays the ball up to McClellan. He's determined to have a better game today. Ruhi, backwards to go forwards. Love to see it. McClellan across the middle, not able to get the ball through to anyone. And Clark's been absolutely robbed by Dylan, but he's gone and stole it back. Lovely job. Cushney, he's far back as well. You shouldn't be back there, Cushney. You're an advanced forward. You shouldn't be coming back here to pick the ball up. Kelly plays it across to Smith. Ball into Kelly. Oh, and it goes over. Breathtaking from Smith, apparently. Didn't think he was that good. I mean, he found his man, but I don't think he was that good. We're not really doing much here, are we? Let's get ourselves on a positive mentality because we've achieved nothing so far. We've had 1 corner and conceded 3 fouls. There we go. A shot and a shot on target, no doubt. With Salo Jallo. Keelan Dillon scored. Lads, this is not what we wanted to happen at all. This is a terrible, terrible performance for us. We're off the back of 5 straight wins. Berate the lads. What are you doing? Cushney on a 6.4. Convey on a 6.3. This is terrible. Should not have played Convey over Thielen. Not able to make the header there, Ruhi. Clark over the top to McClellan. Ball over. Doesn't quite make it. Too much there for Cushney. Convey manages to put the ball back in. And an effort there from Ruhi, but it comes off of the defender. Goes out for a corner. We're looking a little bit better now, but still nothing spectacular. Ball straight over the top of everybody and out for a throw. What are we playing at today? Convey's back on a 6.8. Much better. Cushney with a 6.3. Disappointed. Give him the parent chat. Not angry, I'm disappointed. 5. This is just not good enough. Let's go attacking. Maybe that's the problem. And we'll demand more from the boys. Ben Cushney on a 6.2 is absolutely horrendous. He's won a penalty there, and Richard Clark's going to bury it because he doesn't miss penalties, apparently. Even though I think Cushney is the better penalty taker, actually, so maybe I should have had a look at that. Clark buries it. Of course he does. Right, 1-1. Now we've reset. Let's just take a minute, lads, realise who you are, and let's go and win a game, shall we? 6.2. Ben Cushney's still having too much of a shocker for me. It's not good enough. Convey goes up top. Thielen comes on the left. Anybody else that has having an absolutely terrible game? I mean, Mark Stafford is not having the greatest of games as usual, so let's bring Crawford on. And McClellan is not having the best of games on the right. Let's see. I mean, he's not had a horrendous game for now. We'll see how we go. 2 changes. I like to make 2 changes and see how things play out. But let's demand more from the boys. We should be winning this game. Surely we're going to do something. Shields, lovely. Big ball forward. Ruhi with the header onto it, but unfortunately McClellan isn't going to be quick enough to get there. That's scary. Shields plays the ball across to Scott, into the middle, and out to Crawford, who puts the ball forward. I don't know why we're playing long ball here, because that is not what we do. That is not what we do. Shields drops down on the ball to slow things down. 7 shots each, 2 on target from us, 1 on target from them. Again, another big ball forward from Shields. Thielen's managed to get the ball to Ruhi. Puts the ball into the middle. Thielen's there. It's come off the crossbar. Right, changes. 6.5 from Callum Byers, not great. Crown comes on. 2 more changes to make. What are we going to do here? McClellan's still on a 6.5. Come on then, Burn. Show me what you're capable of. Right, there we go. We'll give it 5 more minutes. Let's encourage the lads. Get it going. That was the wrong thing to do. Obviously, I should have screamed at him. Not playing well enough. Rogers for McDermott. 4 minutes left to play. Let's demand more, see if we can just get something in the last minute. And unfortunately, we don't. That is a rough draw for us. What are you going to do? You can't win them all, I suppose. Being at home against the team here fifth, we should have definitely won that match. We've still got a game in hand and we're 3 points clear. But that's not the point. We should have won that game. I suppose we're still undefeated, but ruins our win streak, doesn't it? Loyola Park. They're still a bit of a thorn in my side. They're a bit of a thorn for the unknown to Icon sides. Top of the table still at the end of the year. We'll move on into January. A lot of players leaving. Hopefully, a lot of decent replacements. And we'll see if maybe we can kick on and secure ourselves automatic promotion. Well, there we go, guys. If you've enjoyed that video and the series so far, please do smash that like button. It does make a massive difference. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more FM23 content.